Good morning and welcome to New Mexico Rising, your go-to lifestyle show for everything happening right now across the state. I'm Kayla and this week we've got this.
Well, you know, there's a big shift away from that one-size-fits-all gifting approach. People want things that truly feel personal, and that's why I love it.
Well, you want something that says, Mom, I'm paying attention. So something that leans into her interests and her lifestyle and aligns with what she loves on a day-to-day basis. So something like,
imagine this is coffee or, like an iced matcha or something like that, and you spill. And this is what happens. You spill on the floor mat. It doesn't soak in. It actually sits on the top and then will just run off.
All that and more right here on New Mexico Rising.
A lot of the small businesses we see every day could be changing hands soon. As many longtime owners prepare to retire, there's opportunity, but also a gap when it comes to new buyers stepping in. Adam Klappholz is here with us, head of product at Zelle, to explain what's going on. Welcome, Adam.
It's great to be here.
What does this mean for local businesses, and why aren't younger buyers stepping in right now?
This is really a national demographic trend. So what we're seeing is that the baby boomers have worked for decades at growing their small businesses, and now they are nearing retirement age or are ready to retire. And they're looking ahead. They're looking to save for retirement. They're looking to provide stability for their family. So we are seeing that 3 million SMBs are now looking for prospective buyers. And we're calling this the silver tsunami. What needs to happen is that we need to find buyers for these small businesses. And Wells Fargo actually recently completed a survey where they surveyed Gen Zs and millennials. And what they found is that actually 60 to 70% of those surveyed do want to own a small business. However, they want to basically walk into the small business and be able to run it from day one in a sort of turnkey solution that's going to be fit for them.
If someone's been thinking about owning a business, why consider buying from a retiring owner?
Yeah, this is a rare opportunity. So like I said, these boomers have been working in their communities, building these small businesses for decades. They have perfected that, apple pie recipe that the community loves. They have the social ties. They sponsor the Little League teams. They have the unique, local knowledge and nuance that is going to be driving their businesses. So you're not just buying cash flows. You're actually buying a really unique brand, a unique opportunity to connect with the community. The opportunity for the buyer is that they already have a great product, they have great connections, but there might be the ability to further streamline the processes and the operations. This might be a digital strategy. The digital strategy is probably going to include payments, because if you're a Gen Z, millennial, or even younger than that, you probably don't want to carry cash around, and you certainly don't want to carry a check around. So if you leverage a payments option like Zelle, you can send the funds electronically through your bank app. We're in over 2,300 bank apps. And for the small business, the funds go straight into your bank account, which means you can manage your cash easier and save a lot of time going back and forth to the bank.
And what's getting in the way of these deals? And what are the biggest challenges on both sides?
Yeah, there's no structural reason why these deals shouldn't happen. The boomers are certainly motivated to sell their companies, and they're not just looking for a financial return. They also want to ensure that the legacy of the SMB is preserved. They want to make sure that the brand continues in the community and that they really keep serving that community. The buyers, they want to own the small businesses, but they're intimidated by the outdated tech. So what I recommend to the sellers is that they begin to think about how they can change some of their processes. So instead of just accepting cash or check, maybe you do add Zelle as an option so that the buyers can see that they'll be able to run this business from day one with the tool that they're already used to using in their day-to-day lives.
What are younger buyers looking for that some of these businesses might be missing?
Yeah, so the younger buyers, they're really getting a great asset in the unique knowledge and the community ties. They're also going to get a diversified client base, hopefully. And if you're selling the business, I really recommend that you give the prospective buyers some ideas and some strategies to preserve growth. When you're buying a business, though, you're going to have to evaluate how it's run and how to preserve what is remarkable about the business while also driving efficiencies. You need to look at this from top to bottom. You need to look at your digital strategy. That could include e-com. That could include the use of software packages that are meant to help with accounting and inventory. It's certainly going to be payments. Payments, or Zelle specifically, is not just going to give you time back as the SMB owner, because you won't have to fumble with cash and checks. You won't have to go to the bank, but also your buyers are going to love it. Zelle is in 160 million accounts in the U.S. currently use Zelle. in over 2,300 bank apps across the states as well. So it is widely used by your customers, and they're going to love not having to carry cash, checks, or their wallet to make that purchase.
Okay, so then if you take over a long-running business, how do you update it without losing what made it work?
Exactly. And you need to see what made that business remarkable. The products are probably going to be excellent. The customer service, the ties to the community are all going to be very strong. Please don't change those things. Don't think that subbing out an ingredient for the apple pie is going to be just as good and can save you a couple bucks, because chances are is that the previous owner, played around with a lot of different ingredients and, finally decided on one that the community loves. But you can look at these supporting processes. Something like upgrading your payments is not going to affect the product, but it is going to make the product easier to buy or sell. And it also might make your business more memorable. For example, Zelle just rolled out a product called tags for small businesses. So now your customers can send the Zelle transaction to like at Adam's Brooklyn Barbecue instead of using my phone number or email address. That's going to make it easier for your customers to remember.
And where can people go for more information?
Yeah, to learn more, contact your credit union or local bank, or you can check out Zelle.com and look for our SMB page.
Adam, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you ever think about how winter affects your car? Road salts and cold weather can cause damage you might not see right away. April is National Car Care Month, and it's a great time to look into those things. Joining us is automotive expert Brian Moody. Welcome, Brian.
Yes, thank you for having me. And of course, you're right. Once the winter passes is a good time to give your car a little bit of an update, because a lot of those conditions can be hard on your car.
Why is it important to check your car in the spring?
Well, once the winter has passed, let's be honest, nobody wants to go out to their car when it's freezing cold and clean out the carpet or wash it. You don't do that. You might get some mild days, but spring and summer are better for that because it's more of an outdoor activity. And also the frost and the rain and some of the grime from the road, all that can be hard on the soft parts of your car. Things like floor mats, tires, wiper blades, or even the rubber fittings on the bumpers. Winter weather can be difficult on those things.
And what is the first thing people should look at?
What I always tell people is don't look at any one thing that you can do. Look at something you can do that's going to have a longer lasting effect. So we all know to get your car's oil changed, right? The reason you do that is because it's dirty and then you get clean oil, but it's also preventing long-term harm. And there's other things that you can do to your car like that. For example, Rain-X's carpet and upholstery cleaner not only cleans, but it also repels water and repels future stains. And I'm going to show you just exactly how that works. So this is a regular car mat that's been cleaned and treated with the Rain-X carpet and upholstery cleaner. Imagine this is coffee or, like an iced matcha or something like that, and you spill. And this is what happens. You spill on the floor mat. It doesn't soak in. It actually sits on the top and then will just run off. So if you clean it with a paper towel or a rag, it puts a barrier of protection. So you don't have to live with all of those stains deep into the carpet. That's a thing that you can do because it prevents future harm. Same with other things that you do in your car. You're doing it for now, but it can also have a long-term impact.
And what are some other things that we can do ourselves at home?
One thing you can do at home is you can replace the wiper blade. So that's something that winter weather really does deteriorate. Lots of rain, lots of use, even when it's icy and you run the wipers. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is. And there's a specific kind of wiper. This is the Rain-X Latitude Water Repellency Wiper Blade. It's a 2-in-1 wiper, which means 2-in-1. Of course, it clears the water off the windshield as any wiper does. But this also applies the magic of Rain-X to the windshield, which prevents bugs from sticking and can make your view a little bit better. So it does those two things in one. But here's how easy it is to replace. So this is the piece that you would purchase, and this is the piece that would already be on your car. You open this little door right here. This is already on the car. You flip it up, and then you take this and just click it into place, and then you close the door. That's it. I just replaced the one wiper on a car. That easy. Times that by 2, and that's how long it would take.
It seems like something easy enough that I could do.
You could definitely do it. Some things require tools. This does not.
And when should we go to a professional?
Anytime it requires a specialized tool. So for example, the check engine light comes on, you likely don't have the computer to know what that means. And also when it comes to things like your alignment, the car feels like it's pulling to one side. Most people don't have the equipment to do that. A battery tester to see if your battery is still doing well after all the cold weather, take that to a mechanic. You could check your oil and maybe even add some. That's something people can do. Washer fluid, you can add that too. Many people like to change their own oil, but I would say that depends on person by person and car by car. So if it requires a special tool, take it to a shop.
And what tips do you have for someone who wants to sell their car soon?
Well, very similar to what we've already been talking about. The carpet and upholstery cleaner that we just showed where the water kind of runs off or the stain won't set in, that could be very important when you go to sell your car, because a person coming to look at your car wants to see a clean car. If they see that it's clean on the inside and the outside, they're going to think, oh, this person was cared for their car properly. I probably want that car. Maybe I'll pay more, or maybe it will sell faster. So keeping the car clean is very important. Also, taking out your personal belongings from inside the car. Nobody wants to see your air freshener from 2005. Just get rid of all that stuff, bumper stickers, political statements, take all that off, because you want the person to picture themselves in this car, not think of it like I'm driving somebody else's car.
And where can our viewers go for more information?
For more information on the stuff that we just talked about, you can go to rain-x.com. You can put in your year, make, and model of car and find the exact right wiper for you.
Thank you, Brian, for joining us today and sharing all these useful tips.
Yes, thank you.
Do you ever feel overwhelmed trying to manage your healthcare? A lot of people say it's confusing and hard to navigate. Now, there's a new tool designed to help make things simpler and more personal. Joining us is Dr. Andrew Diamond with Amazon One Medical. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. What is Amazon Health AI?
Well, Health AI is Amazon One Medical's new technology, just launched, available for free on the Amazon app and Amazon.com. It was co-developed by Amazon and the clinical team at One Medical. It is a safe, private, and highly secure agentic health assistant, AI-powered, that helps you get quick, reliable, trustworthy answers to your most complex or most common health questions. It'll help you get personalized advice and guidance. It'll help you spot important trends and patterns in your healthcare. It'll even help you get treatment for your health conditions by seamlessly connecting you to health professionals. What makes Health AI so cool is that it can really help you take healthcare action, because it's integrated with One Medical, which is the medical practice where I work, which is America's leading primary care medical group, and its integration with Amazon Pharmacy, which can help you get medications delivered right to your door very quickly and easily.
And how does it give people a more personalized experience?
Well, this is super important. When you sign up for Health AI, you will have the opportunity to give your consent for Health AI and One Medical to access your full health history that's available in what are called health information exchanges. So when you grant that consent, or if you grant that consent, Health AI can now see your full health history and can bring that information in within minutes. So often, almost in real time, use that as context when answering your health questions or giving you health advice. Can help you spot things like preventive services, vaccines, or screening tests that you might need and the like.
And what are some of the questions people can ask it?
Well, people are asking all sorts of great questions. You know, the sorts of things that I think are really important are helping people understand their test results in context. So you might say, my LDL is 124, you know, a cholesterol result. Well, what does that really mean for me? Should I be worried about that? I need to start an antidepressant. Which one is safest for me based on the other medications that I'm taking? Or I have a symptom like palpitations that's getting worse. What does that mean for me? Can you help me get an appointment with a doctor to talk about that? Or maybe you wake up with a swollen red toe and you want to know what it is. You can actually show that toe to the camera, and Health AI can help you figure out what that might be.
And what about our personal health information? Is it safe and secure?
It is absolutely safe and secure. That's just so important when you're dealing with health information. One Medical has always prided itself on treating our customers and our patients' information with the utmost security and privacy, above and beyond all of the already quite rigorous legal standards that apply here. So all of the interactions that you have with Health AI are happening in a secure, what we call HIPAA compliant environment. protected by best-in-class encryption and access controls and subject to really rigorous security testing. And that personal health information is only used to help us take the best possible care of you. It's not being sold to third parties. It's not being used for marketing purposes in the Amazon store or in Amazon ads.
And do you need a membership to use it?
You don't. So really, something we're really excited about is that it's freely available to everyone in the US, regardless of whether you're a One Medical member or a Prime member. But I should mention that if you're a Prime member, you have access to a very cool offer to get what we call direct message care up to 5 times completely for free if you're coming in through Health AI. So if you come in through Health AI and you ask some questions and it turns out you've got a pretty common medical condition, so up to about 35 medical conditions that are really common, like urinary tract infections, colds, flus, acid reflux, erectile dysfunction, hair loss, anti-aging skincare. It's a pretty long list. If you want a diagnosis confirmed and a medication prescribed and delivered, you can have that direct message care interaction up to 5 times for free if you're a Prime member. But otherwise, just to have the personalized health advice type conversations with Health AI, that is no membership required. That's freely available to everybody.
And where can our viewers go for more information?
Just go to health.amazon, or you can find Health AI in the Amazon app under medical care, or if you're already a One Medical member, you can find it on the homepage of the One Medical app.
Thank you, Dr. Diamond, for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Abby. Really appreciate it.
¿Ya estás pensando cómo vas a celebrar el Día de las Madres? Cada vez más familias preferían festejar en casa, disfrutando de buena comida y tiempo juntos. Y justo para eso, hoy nos acompaña la chef Pati Jinich con ideas fáciles para preparar un brunch delicioso, lleno de sabor y tradición. Bienvenida, Pati.
Muchas gracias, Mindy. Un gusto estar aquí contigo.
Pati, muchas mamás dicen que preferían pasar tiempo con familia más que recibir regalos. ¿Tú crees que esa forma de celebrar ya está cambiando?
Pues yo creo que la gente se está dando cuenta, Mindy, que lo que queremos es tiempo. Queremos tiempo con nuestras familias, queremos tiempo cocinando, queremos tiempo comiendo, queremos tiempo pues creando recuerdos que podemos regresar y vivirlos una y otra vez más que un regalo, ¿no? Queremos el tiempo en familia.
Y tú dime, ¿cómo ayuda la comida a crear momentos especiales en la casa?
Pues mira, la comida y la cultura, especialmente hablando de nuestras culturas de los países latinoamericanos, y yo en especial puedo hablar de México, es que la comida está al centro de todas nuestras celebraciones. Y cuando combinas eso con que estamos en medio de la primavera, que tienes ingredientes exquisitos como el mango, el aguacate, las hierbas frescas, los Eggland's Best Eggs, haces recetas que no solamente están ricas, sino que también te dan mucha nutrición y que pueden hacer que un menú que no esté complicado esté rico.
Ok. Si queremos hacer un brunch en la casa, rico y sencillo, ¿qué nos recomiendas preparar?
Mira, yo aquí tengo algo bien festivo para compartir contigo, Mindy. Tengo unos como nidos de huevo, agarro las tortillas de maíz y adentro se cocina el huevo y luego encima le puedes poner salsa, guacamole, quesito fresco. Tengo un quiche que tiene jamón y queso y jalapeños en vinagre. Y después de postre tengo un key lime pie, pero en vez de que nada más sea key lime, también lleva mango. Pues todas estas recetas pues están vibrantes, están llenas de color, están llenas de sabor y están llenas de deliciosas y tienen mucha nutrición porque los Eggland's Best Eggs tienen 6 veces más vitamina D, 10 veces más vitamina E y tienen 25% menos de grasa saturada comparada con otros huevos. Entonces estás haciendo recetas que tienen mucha nutrición.
Mira, son recetas fáciles para personas que no saben hacer comida.
Muy fácil, Mindy, porque estos ingredientes los encuentras en cualquier lado y las recetas están sencillas, en verdad están diseñadas para que uno no se estrese, que si no te sale bien la tortilla con el huevo, pues le echas más salsita encima y ya, no tiene que estar todo perfecto.
Si la gente quiere ver más recetas o ideas, ¿dónde pueden encontrarlo?
Bueno, si te vas a egglandsbest.com y ahí vas a encontrar estas recetas y vas a encontrar el paso a paso de cómo hacerlas, además de una imagen de cada receta donde puedes tú ya ver cómo es lo que, pues, lo que quieres cocinar. Y también hay muchas más recetas además de esto.
Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros, Pati. Que tenga buen día.
Me va a encantar, Mindy. Gracias.
Ever notice how Mother's Day sneaks up and suddenly you're trying to find something that actually feels meaningful? A lot of people are moving past the usual flowers and cards and looking for gifts that feel more personal. Megan Murphy is a lifestyle expert who put together ideas that fit all kinds of moms, from creative to active. Welcome, Megan.
Yay, thank you for having me.
With so many options out there, how do you land on a Mother's Day gift that actually feels meaningful?
Well, you want something that says, Mom, I'm paying attention. So something that leans into her interests and her lifestyle and aligns with what she loves on a day-to-day basis. So something like, is Mom into health and wellness? If she is, I am. A great gift would be the Garmin Venue 4 GPS smartwatch. So this is something that's going to track activities. It's going to give her insights, to help her better understand her body and maybe make some tweaks to live her best life and feel, strong and healthy. It's super stylish. It has really cool features like an LED flashlight built right in. I didn't know how much I would love that feature. I've been using it when I have to go to the bathroom at 3 a.m. to, navigate around the house. It also has a built-in speaker and microphone, so you can take calls from your wrist. I've loved this when I'm walking the dog and one of my kids is trying to get me, or I'm cooking dinner and I just need to answer on my wrist. Super, super great. And the battery life is awesome. We're talking 10, days, sometimes 12 days worth of battery. So it's not the kind of thing you're constantly charging.
For the moms who love to create, what are some fun do-it-yourself ideas people can try this year?
So I'm also a big DIY enthusiast, and a gift that I have been recommending for many years is Cricut and the Cricut Joy Extra. It's a smart cutting machine, really compact, so whether mom's crafting at the table or she's got a big craft room, great size. And it really lets her come up with all kinds of different projects. She can personalize things for loved ones. She can do things for herself or around the house. You can make anything from these 3D paper flowers to hats to mugs, you name it. You can make it with the Cricut Joy Extra. And the Cricut Design Space all-in-one platform makes it easier than ever. You're gonna get thousands of design ideas, step-by-step instructions. And there's even something now called a guided project flow, which really just holds your hand and walks you through all of these great projects. And that's at Cricut, and it's CRICUT.com.
Are there a few go-to gifts that tend to be a hit no matter what kind of mom you're shopping for?
So this is something that's really trending. I had given it to my mother-in-law for her 80th birthday, and she just loved it. It is the Bird Feeder Metal 2. It is a state-of-the-art bird feeder that is really changing and revolutionizing bird watching. It's got this stunning 4K camera and incredible images. It's chew-proof, so it's this metal design. The squirrels can't get it. It's super durable. It's in this moss green color, so it blends into the outdoors. And it has Bluetooth pairing and dual band Wi-Fi so that you can easily connect it to your home using your smartphone or your tablet. My mother-in-law is not super tech savvy and did this on her own. You've also got the app so you can share these images with friends and family, and a live stream camera option so you can see your feathered friends in real time. And the BirdFeed AI is really remarkable. I mean, it can identify up to 6,000 species of birds, down to the gender. I mean, it is really wild. And that's at birdfy, birdfy.com.
And where can people go if they want to explore more of these ideas?
So the Garmin Venue 4 is at garmin.com. The Cricut Joy Extra is at cricut.com. And the BirdFeed is birdfeed.com.
Megan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Do you ever feel stuck trying to find the right Mother's Day gift? A lot of people want something thoughtful, but also useful. This year, the focus is on gifts that feel more personal and fit into everyday life. Joining us is lifestyle expert Marisa Brahney. Welcome, Marisa.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'm partnering with some great brands today to help make your Mother's Day gifting easier.
What are you seeing this year when it comes to personalized gifts?
Well, there's a big shift away from that one-size-fits-all gifting approach. People want things that truly feel personal, and that's why I love what Funko is doing with its Pop Yourself experience. This is so much fun. You can create a fully customizable, collectible figurine that actually looks like mom. We're talking hairstyle, outfit, accessories, fun add-ons, seasonal elements. Yes, that's one of me, and I definitely have a big coffee cup there because this is a way to really get creative with the kids and just inject a bit of mom's personality into the gift-giving process. So mom's gonna love this. It's gonna be super memorable, not just for Mother's Day, but this is a keepsake that she will look back on for years to come. Really a fun one.
So cute. What about practical gifts that can help moms in their daily routine?
I think a practical gift is actually very thoughtful because we have so much going on in our brains as moms. We're keeping the whole household running smoothly. And so anything that can make our days a little less stressful or help us feel more prepared is a big win. That's where Jackery comes in. Their portable power stations are designed to keep everyday essentials running smoothly during unexpected outages. We're talking about lights, refrigerators, everything you need in the house. During those moments of panic, this is going to give mom that extra peace of mind. These are designed to work safely and quietly indoors, no gas, no fumes. Jackery also has an entire line of solar-powered generators, even compact ones for everyday use. So it's a really great option to help mom feel prepared for whatever comes her way. You can check out the line on Jackery's official website.
Is there something simple people might be overlooking that could make a great gift this year?
I always like to think about elevating the everyday, and something that we use every single day as a family is clean, great tasting water. And this is a fantastic way to really make sure that you can have it at your fingertips at any time. This is Water Drop, and this is their M6H system. This is going to give you that pure filtered water at the perfect temperature. This removes common contaminants, and it's great for your household just to keep in your kitchen. Really ideal because when you're thinking about the perfect temperature, things like baby formula, your perfect cup of coffee or tea in the morning, even something like oatmeal or just that everyday hydration, this is going to really elevate and make it taste great. They also have a water filter pitcher that's a really sleek, sustainable option and a great addition for your kitchen. So elevating the everyday, definitely a great way to go to make mom feel a little extra special in her day-to-day routine.
And what's one easy way to make Mother's Day feel even extra special?
I think it really just comes down to making mom feel seen and appreciated for all the hard work she puts in. So whether that is through your gift or just through that quality time, just going that extra mile that day to make her feel loved and appreciated for all that she does.
And where can our viewers go for more information or find some of these wonderful gifts that you're showing us today?
So I have all of these ideas linked for you on my website. It's marisabrahney.com. Just go to the blog section. You'll find lots more there as well.
Thank you, Marisa, for sharing all these awesome ideas.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for this week's episode of New Mexico Rising. Thanks so much for being here with us today. Be sure to check out our website at newmexicorising.com, follow us on social media at New Mexico Rising, and head over to YouTube at NM Rising to catch anything you might have missed. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week on New Mexico Rising.